Okay guys, one of my most popular and most successful videos has been my review of the Wolf Guitars WLP, which is a sort of beautiful Les Paul style guitar. Now, I did that review quite a while ago, and one of the things that has been so cool about it is I have gotten comment after comment after comment and email after email after email from people who have bought these guitars and been so happy with them. Okay, so as good as that guitar was, for the 2019 model year, they've upgraded it, and now it's even better. And I went down recently to the All-in-One Guitars shop in downtown LA, where they operate out of and they sell these guitars, and I picked up one of the new models. And one of the big reasons that I wanted to get one of the new ones is that they've changed the finish. And now they have these really beautiful burst finishes that just look unbelievably good. So I've got one of these new models now, and in today's video I'm going to review that new model, but I also want to compare it to the old one and see how it's changed and see how the new one has been upgraded. Okay, so this is the original model that I got of the Wolf WLP, and the construction is classic. It's a set neck construction, mahogany neck, mahogany body. It's got the flame maple top, Grover tuners. It's got these Destiny CNC wound pickups on there. Of course, dual humbuckers, dual tone, dual volume setup, three-way toggle switch. Classic design, and of course the gold hardware and the abalone binding on here just looks really beautiful. Okay, now this is the new model, and first of all, the obvious difference here is the burst finish. I just love how this looks. I mean, you still have the flame maple top in there, but it fades into the darker red on the edge. It just looks so nice. Now, another difference here visually is with the pickups. These are actually the same set of pickups, but they have taken the logo off the pickups. Now, that doesn't sound like a big deal, but something that was happening is the previous set, where it had the Destiny CNC wound logo on the pickups, after a while, after you're playing the guitar a while, that labeling would start to wear off the pickups, and so part of it was on and part of it was gone. Some people didn't like that, so now they just leave the label off. And honestly, I mean, the pickups already sound great, but I think with no label on there, it just gives it a nice, cleaner look to it. The old model looks good, but I mean, look at this thing. I mean, this just looks so nice. Now, the other differences on the new model are more technical and a little bit less obvious when you're looking at the guitar. So first of all, the nut material has been changed here. Before, it was a plastic nut. Now they've upgraded it to a bone nut. Also, the construction of the neck is different. Now, this is a three-piece neck, but the big difference is that the old one had a scarf joint here, so they connect the headstock to the rest of the neck wood right there. And on a lot of guitars, sometimes you can see it through the finish there. This one, they've done away with the scarf joint construction. So it's just a three-piece neck where the wood goes all the way through, down from the pocket up to the tip of the headstock. Now, the other difference is with the fretboard material. Take a good look at this fretboard here. Now, the old model used ebony on the fretboard, but as many of you know, ebony has been increasingly difficult to get for guitars, and it's also been becoming lower quality. So a lot of companies have gone to other materials in place of ebony, like synthetic materials, or Richlite, something like that. Wolf has gone to a South American rosewood, and it has a really nice grain and look to it. It has sort of a cloudy look to it, where it goes from different shades of lighter to darker woods. And of course, it's a solid piece of wood. It's not laminated like some of the cheaper companies do. Okay, now I know you guys want to hear some sound and playing samples, and I'll get to that in just a second, but one of the coolest things about the new model is the fact that they really have not raised the price at all, even though there's a lot of upgrades on it. These guitars still go for around $449 to $499, depending on the case that you get with it. A hard case versus a gig bag is just the price difference in there. And I think for a lot of people, if you're in the continental US, they still do free shipping and everything. Okay guys, so I've got the new model here, and then I also have the older model, and I want to go ahead and plug both of these in and listen to how the new one sounds compared to the old one. Let's check it out. Okay guys, there you go. So this is the new model of the Wolf WLP. You know, when I originally released that original review I did of the older model, I called it my best value guitar. So, you know, it's the guitar that's really the best value for money that you can get. And honestly, with the new model, because they haven't really increased the price on this is still right around, you know, $449, $499, depending on the case you get, that kind of thing. It's right in that $450 to $500, right in that price range. I mean, you're getting so much guitar for your money. And I mean, I cannot get over how good this finish looks on this thing. I mean, even if the guitar, you know, played like garbage or something, I think the finish alone is worth that much money. But it plays great and it sounds great. And now one more thing. I know I've mentioned this before in previous videos talking about the Wolf guitars or the AIO all-in-one guitars. But one really big difference with these guitars compared to other brands is the setup that they do on it beforehand. I mean, they polish the frets, they do the fret ends, they do the truss rod adjustments, action adjustments, intonation, all that stuff. I mean, you could easily pay, you know, $150, $200 or more for a setup like that, and they do that just automatically for every guitar that they sell. You can even talk to them ahead of time when you order the guitar and request like a specific action you want the string set to or something like that. It's a really, really cool thing that they do. That's just included, that just adds more value to the guitar. I definitely do prefer the new version of it. Of course, the finish on it I love, and also it has a slightly thicker, darker tone to it, which I think is probably a result of the change in the fretboard material. So I think this is going to be my main one here, and then I'll have the older model as a backup. So now, I know a lot of you guys who watch the channel have bought these guitars, so I would love to hear from you guys. Of course, let everybody know what you think of the guitars in the comments section below. And I would also like to hear from you guys what you think of the new one compared to the old model. Alright guys, so let's talk more about this. Let's talk in the comments section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and I'll put all kinds of links and everything for the guitars and for other stuff that I'm working on in the video description below. See you next time.